Hi, Vanessa here. Today's video is going to be about more online access to legal education for ordinary Americans, people like me, basically, that are not lawyers, that do not have law degrees. And this is a topic that I've been frustrated about and fascinated about for years at this point. And I did not think I would ever see the day that there would be any real online access to quality legal education resources, software, and whatnot. And I really think that these online education software systems, everything, are still in their infancy. I just did a video about Legal Atoms, I think it's called. That's another legal software type system. So very exciting stuff. And so today's topic is going to be about something I discovered called Law Venture, I believe is what it's called. And the lawyer that invented it, he's out of Texas, and his name, I believe, is Jarrett Stone. And he's very forward thinking, it's obvious to me. And while his platform is clearly designed for lawyers, he actually really, it's quality, in my opinion, my non-legal opinion, legal education that can be accessed by non-lawyers. And this is pretty amazing. Now, the offerings that he currently has. So, number one, he has a YouTube channel. That's how I discovered him. Because can you tell I love YouTube? So that's how I discovered him. He is on YouTube. Check out the link. I'll put it over here. So feel free to click on that. Check him out. I'll put it in the description of this video or podcast, whichever you're listening to. And he is on there. He has a lot of interesting educational videos. A lot of it is directed to lawyers. That's obvious. However, anyone can see it. So that's amazing. Let's be honest, that's amazing. And he also has this website. And so on the website, he currently has two courses. One is called Trial Ad Academy, and that's like trial advocacy is what I think that stands for. Anyways, trial advocacy. And then he has like the class action lawyer thing, which clearly is directed towards lawyers. But whatever the case, as you can see here, the Trial Advocacy Academy has 48 lessons. It's packed full of information, and non-lawyers can access this. And the cost is less, last I checked, than some legal consultations that are far less informative. So and Law Venture is the name of the website. And so when you click around, if you do, you will see that it really is focused on lawyers. But once again, this is public information and non-lawyers can access this too. How exciting. So here you'll see, if you don't pay for it, some of the course, from what I could tell, was free. Like I think the intro stuff. And so if you want full access, there's a fee for that. And so it says trial advocacy training, and then it is very long. There's a lot here. And it goes over it, like introduction, pre-trial prep. It's all this stuff. Some of it I've never even heard of. And then it goes into other sections like direct examination and cross-examination. It also goes into jury selection. That's pretty advanced. Like that's definitely some serious stuff. Talks about opening statements and closing statements as well. And a lot of information. So the lessons are done in video format, and there is some written material underneath, like in descriptions kind of thing, underneath the video. Some of those videos are on YouTube. Most of them don't appear to be. I have not seen every single module. I probably won't look at every single one, but I'm just loving the access to information. It's 2020 now, and just as recently as 2017, it was completely different, the internet. There was such a lack of information on legal topics, in particular for ordinary Americans seeking to access the judicial system for any reason at all. And now, because of COVID-19, the pandemic, there is way more information online. For example, I showed Legal Atoms. I did a review on that website. And I talked about how there were news coverage of how domestic violence and other types of protection orders were being facilitated during COVID-19 through legal items, which is totally amazing in the state of Washington. Love that. And they were allowing, the court system was allowing the partnership with Legal Items to facilitate online filings of protective orders to prevent violence in Washington state. So that was really cool. Well, it appears from what I can tell online that there's different law schools now that I don't know what's going on with every single school. It's very confusing with the COVID stuff. But what I do know is many, if not most, schools are online. And maybe completely online, maybe hybrid, who knows? But many of them are doing some kind of online thing. I think that may apply to law schools as well at this point, because what I'm seeing are information that appears to be part of legal curriculum being posted online with the intention of it being for law students. However, anybody can see it. So if a regular American wants to learn about a certain area of the law or a certain legal concept or some kind of legal educational material, now that information is online. And all you have to do is just do a quick Google search of whatever it is you're looking for, and you maybe will find it. I mean, I found some elite law schools posting clearly information that was intended for their law students online. And so, if you're a person that's really committed to learning about the law and educating oneself about something that's important to you in your life, there's so much more information online than ever before about these concepts, and I'm just amazed. And so this course, though, really impressed me in this concept, because this is clearly a very forward-thinking lawyer, and I think that this is what the future is going to look like. I think it's going to look like legal education being very accessible to non-lawyers and everyday Americans. I believe it's going to look like the concept we see from Legal Items in the state of Washington. And I believe that this is in its infancy and it's going to get bigger. And I think that it's very exciting because there are so many people that are just disempowered and disenfranchised and marginalized from the American judicial system. In the civil side of the judicial system, I feel that it is largely reserved and effectively utilized by people that are wealthy, of means, by big businesses, and by governmental interests. And that is a really small segment of the larger population and of the people that have these very everyday problems, like needing to get a divorce, for example, without spending a fortune, because they don't have it to spend anyways. So, that's just one example of many. But, I just would like to see more access to legal education and resources and advocacy information for everyday ordinary Americans. So if you've discovered some legal education resources online that are of interest to you, that you've found helpful as a non-lawyer, or that you know about, please feel free to put that in the comment section below this video. Also, if you're listening to the podcast, feel free to leave a voice message about that for the podcast. I may play it in a future episode. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like this video. It'll help more people find it, because YouTube has an algorithm which I don't think I will ever fully understand, and I have a feeling it's probably changing constantly. Okay, I hope you have a great day.